And this is Cloverport, Kentucky, Sunday, December 5th, 2021. The Cloverport Christmas Parade brought to you here on 104.3 The River's Facebook Live and YouTube Live pages. Our coverage brought to you by Burden Automotive in Cloverport. Again, like, comment, and share on Facebook. Also give us a thumbs up on YouTube as we are broadcasting live on both platforms here. Glad you could join us. Let us know where you're watching from the comments section as we have the local police agencies leading this year's parade.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Again, this is the third of the Christmas parades in Breckenridge County. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Irvington was the initial parade back on the 20th of November. Hardinsburg was last Saturday, the 27th. Merry Christmas. As we have more of the law enforcement agencies coming through here. Again, parade's held at night, so we're trying to pick up a little bit on who some of the vehicles are. I do believe this is going to be trying in the distance, Hardinsburg Police. How we doing? Merry Christmas. So again, glad to always see great representation from our law enforcement agencies in Breckenridge County. Merry Christmas to you. Again, if you're watching us on Facebook, be sure to like, comment, and share. Give us a thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube here this evening or going forward. Next up, a new vehicle. We saw this at the parade last week. This is a emergency response vehicle by the Breckenridge County Sheriff's Department, the Bowl Command Center. Merry Christmas. How you doing? Have folks joining us here this evening from New Albany, heard from Peoria, Illinois, Louisville, Hawesville. Now our Breckenridge Central EMS joining us here this evening. The Cloverport Area Fire Department next up in the parade of responder vehicles. Again, be sure to like, comment, and share. Let us know where you're watching from this evening. If you're on Facebook Live, give us a thumbs up on YouTube as well. Next up is a vehicle from the Cloverport Fire Department, as we have our area fire departments represented here this evening. A little bit of a gap here before our next vehicle from the area fire departments. Again, live streaming of the Cloverport Christmas Parade with 104.3 The River, Facebook Live and YouTube Live. Made possible by Burden Automotive. Merry Christmas. More vehicles from the Cloverport Fire Department making their way up the street here. We are at the curve at the west end of Cloverport, right up against the Ohio River. The vehicles starting out at the Cloverport Ballpark, making their way down for the turn on Old Highway 60. Then they will proceed on down towards the downtown area of Cloverport out by the Blue Bridge. More of the area vehicles. McDaniel's Fire Department here with us this evening. All the various departments have participated in the parade throughout the course of the year. McQuady watching this evening. More of the vehicles from the McDaniel's Fire Department continuing to make their way to the downtown area. Again, this is live streaming of the Cloverport Christmas Parade from 104.3 The River, Facebook and YouTube Live, made possible by Burden Automotive. Next up, we have the folks from the Irvington Fire Department. Plenty of candy to be had here this evening, as we continue to see vehicles from the Irvington Fire Department head down. Understand they will be doing photos with Santa down at the Secaucus Festival grounds immediately following the parade. A canned good will get you that picture. As next up we have the Hardinsburg Fire Department. And their vehicle moving by the stream here. Now we get various vehicles of one form or another. The Man and Woman of the Year from this year's Sacagawea Festival. And I believe we have the Butler's Garage. Mr. Paul Ed Butler, how are we doing, sir? Doing pretty good. Thank you for taking part. As we have the various floats now making their way down the street here. Next up, we have Steve Crabessa, the incumbent district court judge, seeking re-election this year. How are you doing, sir? Merry Christmas. Next up, the float for the Breckenridge County Relay for Life, supporting the American Cancer Society. We saw this vehicle, this float a year ago. All right. Merry Christmas. How are we doing? Again, several of the floats we saw from last week at the Hardinsburg Christmas Parade, even before that. Folks watching us this evening from Custer, glad you could join us from both inside Breckenridge County and wherever you're watching from this evening. Let us know in the comment section. Folks are always interested to see who watches the event. As we continue to have vehicles make their way down the street here. Again, like, comment, and share if you're on Facebook Live watching this evening. Give us a thumbs up if you're on YouTube this evening. And we're going to wait for just a moment here because I think a couple of years ago, maybe even last year, we got into an issue where vehicles, there was a little bit of a gap between vehicles. We had closed out our stream, not realizing that the parade was not finished. So we're going to hold tight here for just a minute, as there was a little bit of gap between the first group and the second group. Again, want to remind you that the Cloverport Christmas Parade from 104.3 The River, Facebook Live and YouTube Live, brought to you by Burden Automotive in Cloverport. Be sure to stop by and let the folks there know how much you enjoyed the live stream tonight of the Cloverport Christmas Parade. Have a lot of folks watching from around the Breckenridge County area, also surrounding areas. Seeing some folks from Peoria watching here this evening. Glad you could join us wherever you are. It has been a warm day in Breckenridge County. Temperatures have been in the 60s for much of the day. Had a little rain. Had rain move through about an hour before the parade. There had been rain in the forecast today. Organizers made the decision to go ahead with the parade, as there was a window they thought they could get the parade in, and that has been the case. The radar has cooperated, and there is a window that will allow us to get the parade in, and we are off and rolling here. So again, like, comment, and share. If you're on Facebook, let us know where you're watching from this evening. Give us a thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube. As again, we do hear some vehicles off in the distance, as there's been a little bit of a break between the two segments here of the parade. Again, the float started out at the Cloverport Ballpark, then made their way over to Old Highway 60 on Main Street, and then we'll proceed on to the downtown to near the bridge. As now we're going to get a second round of floats coming through here. Again, thanks to the folks at Burden Automotive for making possible the live coverage here on Facebook Live and YouTube Live. As we thank the folks that are taking time out of their schedule and also having to brave the weather just a little bit. As we had rain move through the area probably about an hour before the parade started. But the check of the radar looks like they have the window, and it has been mission accomplished to get the parade in. In fact, while we're waiting for that next float, I'll just do a quick check of the radar screen and see where we are at the moment. Looks like the rain, fortunately, will hold off, as it looks like the next band of rain right now may be moving through the Owensboro area as we are live So hopefully we'll be able to beat the parade and get the parade in. Maybe a few sprinkles still possible around Cloverport here this evening. Coming on screen, we have what will be the next round of floats and entries in this year's parade. First up, we have, I believe this is Bruce Anthony, Republican candidate for Breckenridge County Sheriff in 2022. Merry Christmas. The lighted float here as various folks walking by. Merry Christmas. Thanks, sir. Again, let the folks at Burton Automotive know how much you appreciate the coverage here as we have folks watching from Custer here this evening on the live stream. Want to give a shout out to all the folks who took time out of their busy schedule on a Sunday evening to be part of this year's parade. Next up, we have a float for Nikki Anthony Arms, Republican candidate for Breckenridge County Attorney. Merry Christmas in 2022.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you very much. Instead of candy, going with a ruler. Merry Christmas. If you're further downstream and see a walking polar bear and walking gingerbread man, no, you're perfectly all right. As we have more of the floats from Nikki Anthony Arms. Behind them, the antique school bus of Gentry's General Store. Merry Christmas. As we said, a lot of these folks taking time out of their busy weekend, also braving the weather here to set up floats and be part of this year's parade. Next up, we have a float for Breckenridge County Sheriff and Republican candidate in 2022, Billy Richardson. Merry Christmas. Doing pretty good. Thank you very much.
Got butterscotch.
I got a butterscotch one too. Thank you very much. Again, more floats continuing to come by. Merry Christmas. Thank all these folks taking part in this year's parade. Next up, we have float for Shane Bevan. How we doing, sir? Doing pretty good. Candidate for 2nd District Magistrate. Merry Christmas as we have a one-horse open sleigh, literally. Although with no snow, they'll make use of rollers. How we doing? Merry Christmas. Again, a reminder that live streaming of the Cloverport Christmas Parade on 104.3 The River is a service of Burton Automotive. We're live on YouTube Live. Next up, we have Brett Butler, County Attorney, Republican candidate. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Thanks, sir. Mr. Butler in the covered wagon here, and of course behind him is the classic convertible. Soft cover top is pulled up this evening. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Behind him, we have our Breckenridge County Judge Executive Morris Lucas. How we doing, sir? Good night. Beat the weather. Well, as I said that, I just felt a raindrop. So thank you, sir. Again, we appreciate all the folks taking time out of their schedule here to be part of this year's parade. Merry Christmas. As we continue to have floats make our way by here. Merry Christmas. A little bit of a breeze picking up here this evening. Again, like, comment, and share. I believe this is the Cloverport Community Church was the last float coming by. We have an ATV vehicle. Next up, Merry Christmas. Sarah Pyle Shrewsbury, Breckenridge County Jailer, Republican candidate in 2022. Behind them, the folks from Breckenridge Health with their winter wonderland replete with snow. Merry Christmas. As the artificial snow flying by. Snow not a factor this evening, fortunately, though, as now I'm being inundated by the snow here. Temperatures in the upper 50s, low 60s. A beautiful evening for a parade. It looks like we're going to dodge the raindrops here. Next up, we have a float from Kyle Henderson, Democrat candidate for Breckenridge County Jailer in 2022. Merry Christmas. The wagon with the lighted Christmas tree entries pulling behind there. Merry Christmas. Oh, very good. Thank you. A lot of candy to be had here this evening, so if you're watching, just be careful. Behind him, we have William Billy Blair, the 2nd District Magistrate, Republican candidate in 2022. Next up, we have 104.3 The River, Amanda and Stacy. How are we doing this evening? Merry Christmas. As vehicles continue to come by. There is the ultimate, as another float for Billy Richardson. The ultimate golf cart. We get several classic vehicles coming by here this evening. As again, you are watching the live stream of the Cloverport Christmas Parade from 104.3 The River, Facebook Live and YouTube Live. Coverage brought to you by Burton Automotive here in Cloverport. If you're on Facebook, like, comment, and share. If you're on YouTube, give us a thumbs up. As we have the parade of vehicles here. You may not be able to see them, but you can definitely pick up the lights that are flashing in the distance here. Merry Christmas. Again, let the folks at Burton Automotive know how much you appreciated the live stream of this year's parade. As we still have a number of vehicles making their way down the main street here towards the downtown area. As we continue to have a number of trucks and vehicles proceed by here. Many of them lighted for the season here. Merry Christmas. Thank you, you too. Enjoy the day here. Beautiful evening here in Cloverport. Looks like the rain. We're going to escape the rain. Merry Christmas. As we continue to have a series of vehicles lighted. And we appreciate all these folks taking time out of their Sunday evening to be part of this year's Cloverport Christmas Parade. Now, next up, get a series of utility vehicles. I think I see one there lighted, has a plow in front of it, so also an antique miniature tractor. Merry Christmas. ATVs and motorcycles behind them as well. Looking back at the distance, looks like we have a few more floats, and then the Cloverport Christmas Parade will be history again. If you're watching us on YouTube, be sure to like, comment, and share on. Give us a thumbs up on YouTube. Like, comment, and share on Facebook. Again, let us know where you've been watching from this evening. Caddy's mile marker 7-Eleven. Merry Christmas. With their float here this evening. And we're just about in the home stretch of this year's parade. Next up, I believe we have an entry from Kevin Bruce Strain, Republican candidate for Breckenridge County Judge Executive in 2022. His truck behind. And another display with Santa Claus on a float here. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Thank you all for having us this year. As the sign says Merry Christmas from the Cloverport Sagashua Festival. And folks, that will take care of it this evening. Thanks for joining us wherever you have been from the Cloverport Christmas Parade, from Facebook Live and YouTube Live on 104.3 The River. Again, our live stream has been brought to you by Burton Automotive in Cloverport. Thank you for watching this evening, and Lee Brandlett speaking for all of us at 104.3 The River, WXBC wishing you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.